I told the team that I didn't do a good job of getting our players put in a position, and we were too complicated in all three phases. Tried to do too much on defense, tried to do too much on offense, and we ended up not being able to execute and being good at anything. And that's my fault. I don't fault them for what they were doing. Oregon's a very, very good football team, and they were trying to find ways to maneuver to get stops and trying to find ways to maneuver and move the football. And we ended up not being very good at anything. We didn't execute. Then they hit the early scores on you, and you're playing catch up to a certain extent, which doesn't help. But I've got to do a better job. I should have went in there last weekend and said, look, guys, here's the deal, okay? We've got to be very, very, very simple. And we got to be able to go out and execute and be in the right spot, and we got to tackle, and we got to be able to rush the ball and use some play action. And then we got to a point we're so far behind that it got one-sided that now you're just reaching for anything. So, and I shared with the team, I said, look, guys, the good news is it's one game. But I'm going to take the blame with them. But they've all got to come back and train tomorrow, and we'll evaluate the tape, grade the tape, look at it. And then the coaches have to take responsibility. And then we move forward. We've got an open week, so we get a chance to get 4 good days of practice in next week. Then we got to, get back into a game routine and get ready to play Tulsa. We still have some places where we're young, and being honest with you, we have a lot of new guys, and we're still working together, from a staff standpoint and player standpoint. So I don't know that I necessarily have to do that. What I think is important for our staff now is next week's practice, and then being able to look at, okay, here's what we did wrong as coaches, and then here's where we need to improve as players, and then some of it could be a skill set. We have to look at all three of those things. Well, I'm never worried about myself, okay? I'm worried about the team, and what my job is to continue to try to build this program with the new players we have, and get in a position to where we're in a competitive nature like that. And that's really the only thing that I'm concerned about. I don't think anybody on our staff has forgot how to coach football. It's just a matter of us giving them something they can execute. Well, my message to the fans is to stay with us. I mean, that's what we do. It's in our alma mater. It's loyal and true. The one thing I can say is I understand they get frustrated. Fans get frustrated. People get frustrated. I don't get frustrated, but I don't like it. Okay, so there's different ways to handle adversity. But people outside the program get frustrated. I get that. I understand. It's just part of competitive athletics. The one thing I can say is this: they'll work hard, and 2 weeks from now they're going to come out and play hard. That part I'm fairly sure, and we would love for them to come out and support their team. And we'll try to do our part, but there's no doubt that that group in there is disappointed in what happened today. I guarantee you that.